So I hope everyone had a good week. We started back to work on Monday, and it's been fun ever since. So just an introduction into myself. I am Cat Dad on Two Wheels, as you may tell by the name. My only children contain 4 paws and fur, but I think that's the way I like it. I am a school teacher. I am a Christian and a biker, and I think all 3 of those allow me to, really excel at my job. Okay, maybe being a school teacher doesn't allow me to excel at my job. That is my job. But being a Christian and a biker, I think really helps me, excel. Being a Christian really gives me the patience to deal with middle school kids. Not very many people can do it. It is a very rare field. And it allows me to see things from different perspectives and talk to them in a way that will, calm down a lot of people. I don't always go back combatively like a lot of the teachers do nowadays. Plus, being a biker gives me something that, I can, talk to the kids about. They really enjoy the fact that I have a life outside of school, because many of the students, they don't think about that. And B, it's kind of it's an interesting thing that your science teacher comes in wearing black leather on a loud Indian scalp and leaves out the same. Really gives me something to connect and bond with the students with. And I see that to be one of the areas. So, other than that, she's pretty stock, nothing else. I did have a tuner on it, but after about 1.5 years or so, I started having electrical issues and tracked it down to the tuner. So I took the tuner off, and now it's just running a stock computer. I am debating on getting a PB3 tuner to see how that runs. So the purpose of this channel is really to document rides, to show some product review. I have several different things that I can review: helmets, gloves, pants. Let me get around this corner here. And just to basically talk, I have roughly 40-minute ride home, and sometimes it gets a little boring just sitting here by yourself, no one to talk to. So, hi, how are you? So I understand that the biggest problem of a YouTuber is content. Gotta make the content. And I can honestly say that has been my issue, is getting that content out. And I'm gonna try and start getting better at that. That's my New Year's resolution, is to get better at producing and uploading content. Topics of conversation could range anywhere from product review, like the Insta360, the new Insta360 camera that I'm using, to the Atlas 4 helmet, to any other product that I'm wearing or riding. The content or the topics could range from the political, because if you haven't noticed, things are getting a little crazy out there politically wise. And it also go to the religious aspect. I've come across some very interesting topics that I think any a Christian won't see in a normal church service. So, very interesting. Let me get around this Beto follower. I don't like looking at that sign. There we go, that's better. Now I've cleared the air. If you have any suggestions as to what I should show on my channel, discuss on my channel, please feel free to drop a comment. Make sure you get out, like and share, subscribe. I am a pretty new channel. So it's really, right now, it's about just getting my name out there, getting seen, allowing myself to move up in the ranks of the moto vloggers. And that's a really long line of moto vloggers. If you have taken a look at any of the current ones out there, so I am a relatively new rider. I've been riding for teachers lack these days. There's no connection, no relationship building with these students, but unless it's the inappropriate kind of relationship. As I said, I am a Christian. 100% will not deviate on that. My faith is in, and my salvation is in Christ, period. Christ alone. So, talking about the bike, let's see, I do ride a 2016 Indian Scout. I have done some work on it. It is not stock, but it's not overly customized. I have performed the normal amount of upgrades and changes that any good biker will do. I changed the pipes out. Now, I didn't go with one of the big names, Two Brothers or Progressive or anything like that. I have just a set of DP shorties from Amazon. Cost me $109 for the pair, and let me tell you, I'm not complaining. The sound these things have is really good. They really sound great. The downside is that the paint job on it is not really all that great. I've had them for 3 years and I've already had to take them off and hit them with a couple of layers of the Rust-Oleum high temp flat black paint. But outside of that, they look great. I've replaced the air breather to a Hurricane air breather from Aftermarket Indian Aftermarket. The stock air breather just chokes the life out of your Indian. It sounds horrible. The Hurricane air breather uses a conical K&N air filter, so we've got a lot of good airflow, and let me tell you, she can breathe. Outside of that, I've done most of it is just cosmetic. I have a set of 14-inch 8-hangers from Dean Speed. I have a Dean Speed sissy bar on the back. The Avon mini boards on the floorboards, and a set of Avon grips, about 3 years now, and I gotta say, I wish I'd picked this up earlier. Definitely had changed my outlook on things. One thing I can say a little more about me is that I am definitely an introvert. I like my me time. And I think that's where riding a motorcycle really feeds into that aspect of me. I can go places, do things, be on the bike, and just be with me. Most of the time when I ride, drive the cage, anything, I also listen to a lot of podcasts and I read. Most of my books are done through audible.com. So when I shop around for a helmet, one thing I really shop around for is, hey, is it quiet enough to put my Cardo on and hear the book? The music, you can kind of fake it because you can pick up enough of the music and the volume, or not the volume, but the music, the melody, the words, to follow along in your head. You don't have to hear every little thing. But when you're talking about a book, it's kind of hard to do that. You really need to be able to hear what you're listening to. So that's one definite thing I'd look at whenever I was shopping around for a helmet. And I can say, since buying the Atlas 4, the Ruroc Atlas 4, and the Shockwave to go inside it, I have a Cardo Pack Talk Bold on my Sedici helmet. But I'll tell you what, this communication setup, radio setup, speaker setup, the sound quality, it beats Cardo. I really enjoy the Cardo Pack Talk for the ability to connect with the other riders and my group from church that I ride with. But when it comes to just overall quality of the sound, the Shockwave has it beat hands down. And I have not made a phone call on the Shockwave yet. But I have talked to others who have, and their comment was is you couldn't tell that the other person on the other end of the line couldn't tell that they were on a bike. So the noise reduction is very good. You need to make a phone call to confirm that, but that's the second hand, that's what I heard. So I think I'm just gonna shut up for now and enjoy the ride. I'll come back to y'all in a little bit.